Pamela Voorhees was born in 1930, and her early life and maiden name seems to be a mystery at the time of this video. Her story picks up at the young age of 15 when she met and fell in love with Elias Voorhees. Elias was much older than Pamela and became very abusive when they got together. Even when Pamela became pregnant, Elias would continue the abuse. On June 6, 1946, a 16-year-old Pamela delivered her son Jason. Sadly, Jason was born with the medical disorder hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus is a condition that occurs in the brain from an abnormal accumulation of cerebrospinal fluid, leading to very noticeable variations of disfigurements with severe and constant pressure on the brain. This pressure stunts mental development, causes seizures, double vision, urinary incontinence, and a number of other symptoms that inhibit the mental and physical growth of a child. Jason's disfigurement caused Elias to leave Pamela, seeing his son as an abomination of nature. However, Pamela, on the other hand, looked past Jason's medical condition, seeing him only as her perfect little boy. Jason quickly became the whole world to Pamela. But as a single mom, Pamela needed a job to make ends meet. She finally found a job as the cook for Camp Crystal Lake, with no family or friends to help, and at the time when schools would not allow mentally and severely physically challenged children to attend. Pamela was forced to keep Jason with her at all times. After a few years, Pamela tried to introduce Jason to other kids, hoping he could have some friends. The kids were cruel, teasing and bullying Jason mercilessly. Unfortunately, in 1957, while a group of children started teasing Jason, causing him to panic and run onto the dock's edge. Catching up with Jason, the kids proceeded to shove him in the water. With Jason unable to swim, and no supervision from the counselors, Jason drowned. After Jason's drowning, Pamela started hearing and having hallucinations of Jason telling her to kill those responsible. Sadly, hallucinations and hearing voices can be symptoms to someone who lost a child. Parents who lost a child say it is an unbearable pain, and can drastically affect the mental stability of any parent. This is compounded more if their whole world revolves around their child, like Pamela had with Jason. In my research, from a number of medical resources, there are lists of symptoms which can manifest in many psychological disorders. These symptoms can include, but not limited to, uncontrollable and debilitating depression, PTSD, suicidal tendencies, temporary insanity, and symptoms of schizophrenia. If proper mental health is not pursued early, some of these symptoms could become permanent. In 1958, 1 year after Jason's death, Pamela, still having the hallucinations, and hearing the voice of Jason telling her to kill those responsible, would kill the camp counselors Barry and Claudette, whom she blamed for Jason's death. After the murders, Camp Crystal Lake would close until 1962. In 1962, when Camp Crystal Lake opened, Pamela was still struggling with the loss of Jason. She poisoned the water and caused a number of fires, forcing the camp to close again until 1979. When the new owner Stephen Christie decided to reopen the camp, after having many renovations done, Stephen decided to bring camp counselors Annie, Bill, Ned, Marcy, Jack, Brenda, and Alice for some final preparations. Pamela still heard Jason's voice and saw the hallucinations, which pushed her to again take drastic measures. Pamela would kill all the counselors with the exception of Alice. In the struggle between Alice and Pamela, Alice would get the upper hand, and would kill Pamela by decapitation. I truly feel a deep sadness for Pamela Voorhees' situation, feeling she is completely misunderstood. With the mental issues from the loss of her son, a lack of emotional support, a lack of mental health programs, and even a lack of any legal ramifications due to the negligence of the counselors, Pamela slid down a slippery slope. While not the healthiest outlet for her pain, Pamela did the only thing she felt she could do to try to get closure. But now it's your turn to decide if Pamela Voorhees is evil or misunderstood.